Hi guys, it is so hard to believe. It is literally almost September and it's starting to get cold already. It sucks. Uh, and a lot of people I know, especially the empaths and the sensitive people, tend to be affected more by the change of seasons. In spring everyone is extremely happy and bouncy, and in fall everyone kind of gets into comfy clothes and slows down. But fall very quickly moves into winter, and as the almanac is calling for a fantastically terrible winter again, it's important to be prepared. Now, how do I prepare? Wegmans cocoa, extra marshmallows, of course. But really, if we're prepared, then everything's better and easier, I always look for sales on the Apple gift cards. That way I can buy the kids new cartoons for when the power's out. I can save it on my iPad or my phone. I can get them some new apps. I can buy some new music for me, and some new ebooks on my Kindle. So that even something as small as a little gift card can mean a lot to somebody else or you, things to stock up on. Ovaltine chocolate malt, yarn, scrapbooking stuff, or, whatever your favorite hobby is. I always try and buy like a book, at least one a month. So you figure winter's a very long time. I'll need at least 6 to 10 books, obviously. So when things slow down and you're stuck inside, a lot of times we lose power here out in the country, and I will probably be posting notices on Facebook that the power is out and not to expect new videos anytime soon, especially if it's a rough winter. So you may not have access to YouTube unless it's by your phone, because that's me. But we can also mentally prepare. For me, that means kind of ceremoniously closing down the things that mean summer to me. I'm one of those people that has a small closet, so I have my summer wardrobe and my winter wardrobe, and so packing away my summer wardrobe, clicks into effect that, hey, winter's here. Pulling out all the sweaters, all the snow pants, all the farm winter gear, which is a lot because you have to dress in layers, So that simple switch to me kind of triggers, okay, hibernation mode. Also, I use my crock pot a ton during the winter, so I'll stock up on, canned corn and black beans and chili mixes and home style delicious stuff. So if you know that there are certain things that you want to do, would like to do, or are just used to doing, now is the time to prepare. I'm big on preparedness anyway, especially from working on the farm for so many years. We have extra water in case the power goes out. I can give it to the chickens or the dogs or whoever needs it. We have, thankfully, a fallback place. My parents aren't too far away, so if the power is out here, we can get to there and have warm showers and heat. Yay, heat. But in an emergency, we do have, small propane heaters, the kerosene heaters, but, obviously those aren't meant for long-term stuff. We probably sound completely wimpy to the people in Canada and Alaska and everywhere else, but yeah, I'm a total wimp. I am not fond of winter. I pull out all my fleece blankets and, everything soft and warm and fuzzy, and that's how I get through the winter, We have friends down the lane that have a hot tub. That's how they get through winter. For me, it's all about food and snuggling. So I always just try to kind of build myself up, especially since, Christmas, you have all the holidays leading up to like the middle of winter. And then when January hits, you're poor from Christmas, And that's like the worst of it's January, February, March. If you can make it till April, that's great. But you know, you have the stress of the holidays too. So that takes a lot of toll on people as well, especially if you lost anyone or you're further away from friends than you would like to be. You know, I don't tend to get out much when the weather turns. So it's really cool that like I can FaceTime friends and email everybody and see them on Facebook, but it kind of sucks just not being able to get out. You know, we spend so much time outdoors, the kids and I, during the warmer months, that when we're stuck inside, we kind of get cabin fever. And that's another thing. I always stock up for the kids too. You know, I have a bunch of new coloring books. You know, I've stocked up on crowns from the back to school thing. You know, I'll buy 1 or 2 DVDs on Black Friday. I'll buy just, you know, like a bunch of TVs for when, or DVDs, sorry. DVDs for after Christmas, you know, when things kind of slow down and everything. They have something new. And I'll usually hold back some of their Christmas toys so that I kind of introduce them a little bit at a time, if that makes sense. Yeah. So other than that, you know, car maintenance. I know it sounds really dumb, but like I always forget that. You know, it's time for my oil change. I'm always late, like by 2,000 miles late. But thank God I have an awesome car. Amen. But yes, get your oil changed, you know, have your heat checked up on important things, brake lines, you know, antifreeze stuff. I have a small leak in my radiator, so, you know, I have to be aware of that. It's not the end of the world. I'm not paying $200 to have it fixed. I just have to be aware of that. What else? You know, brake pads, tires. Tires are a big one. Tires are a big expense. So if you're like me and you have to budget for these things, now is the time to kind of start making lists to put stuff away. You know, and I always look forward to shopping for Christmas and seeing everyone in the holidays. You know, and then there's nothing really to look forward to until planting season. And even though most of the seed catalogs are released in January, you know, I'm not normally an early planter either. So I don't see green till at least April, May. In our grow zone at least, which stinks because I'd love to have a hothouse or something. But maybe in another few years, I'll look forward to that. It's just finding the simple things and the fun things to look forward to. I know a family that has boxes, and like literally they will make a box either per person or for the family for a month. And so like January comes around, and even though it's after Christmas, they have a box of stuff for like each of them. So like if I were to make myself a box, it would be, you know, new yarn and like maybe a DVD and a book, and that would be my box, you know. And you can get things so inexpensively after, you know, Christmas clearance that's a fantastic time to stock up, except that, you know, most of us are poor at that point because we've been shopping for everybody else. So Black Friday is when I splurge for myself a little bit if I find some DVDs that I really like. You know, normally they're the ones that are like $5 or $10, and you know, I grab a few. You know, what else? Yeah, I craft and eat. That's winter. You know, and shovel snow. That's that's pretty much it. You know. Life goes on at the farm. We lose a lot of our farm hands when it starts to get cold because, you know, the neighborhood kids go back to school and all the bigger kids are back to college at this point, you know. So it's kind of back to the core family. And thankfully, we have a big truck, not mine, I wish, but we have a big truck. So if things get really bad, they can come get us so that I can do barn work. So at least I get out of the house a little bit. It's just always in terrible, terrible, horrible weather. So not looking forward to winter. Always looking forward to fall. Although I'm not a huge pumpkin buff. I don't quite get that. Pumpkin spice latte stuff. Not my thing. But, you know, yarn. Show me some orange yarn and yeah, I'm over the moon. But winter is coming, you know, big Game of Thrones coming back, lots of other fantastic TV shows coming back. So that's something to look forward to. So there's always something to look forward to, but prepare yourself mentally, emotionally, with really cool stuff, you know. Plan get-togethers in January and February. You know, be prepared to cancel due to bad weather, but if you plan get-togethers, at least people know ahead of time and have something else to look forward to too. You know, and it could always just be a book club, a read-along, you know, or you meet at a restaurant and just have dinner together, just to get out. Just run out of the house, cabin fever, and get the dogs out, because our dogs go absolutely bonkers. And, you know, I understand, I do, but even though they're totally fuzzy, it's still cold. And they're like the kids, they could play in the snow for hours and wouldn't tell you that their paws are frozen, but mommies know better. Right, princess? All right, thanks guys, I love you. I'll talk to you later.